Hi, thank you. You've reached Tarot University, and I want to welcome everybody. Hello, Cancer. This reading is for you. It's a love reading. It's going to be for September 20th through September 30th. Okay, it's going to tell me, and I'm going to tell you. It's going to give me all your energies between you and a person that you have, either your significant other or somebody that you have feelings for, like a fling. Fling? That sound right? Not fling, but what did I want? I wanted to use a different word than fling. The desire of your heart sounds better. Okay, so we're going to be doing the 9-card spread like I normally do on my channel. This reading will not resonate with everybody. It's going to resonate with those that it's meant to. Because it's a general reading, not everybody will, it won't fit everybody. It's not supposed to, okay? Cancer, boy, I'll tell you, you've been having Pluto opposite you, Saturn opposite you. Those oppositions are pretty rough to go through. So I commend you for, you know, being able to go through those. And a lot of people that don't even understand what's happening. You know, can you imagine? At least you've heard about astrology, you know about the planets. That takes a lot of edge off of a situation you're going through, because you know it's going to end at some point. It's going to shift. But for people that don't know that, it's kind of rough. They just think the rest of their life's going to be like that. And they sum it up, you know. Anyway, okay, on to brighter and happier subjects. I can get deep. Cancer's love life. Let's see what's going on with Cancer's love life. Okay. All right. That was interesting. That one stayed behind like that. Why did it do that? Oh, look at it. Huh. All right, I'll use it. It stayed behind for a reason. It wanted to be... This is Cancer's energy. The first card is going to be for the sign that I'm doing at the time. Okay, so this one's Cancer. And the next card is your partner, or your fling, or your love. Keep saying that word, fling. Okay, that's your side. There's yours. There we go. Okay. All right, so the card that wanted to be looked at that stayed behind when I tried to pick up the stack was the Ten of Swords in the reverse. I was almost tempted to shove it back in, and I thought, well, it's in reverse, so it's good, right? It means it's over with. The worst of the worst, the most painful thing that can happen to you has now already came, and you're healing from it. So that's the good news about that card. And that's the energy that some of you Cancers will resonate with. It could have been a betrayal, most likely. You know, I mean, it could have been, there's many things it could be that would cause pain. But since it is stabbing in the back, it's usually related to betrayal. Like, you didn't see it coming. You didn't know people were maybe talking behind your back or stirring up some trouble. And then all of a sudden, all 10, not everyone's like that, but sometimes when it's real bad, all 10 of the swords hit you all at one time. You find out about all these people that are against you, and they had this whole conspiracy thing going. Or, you know, other people, you know, it could be like slow torture where, you know, you get a stab here, and oh, it'll be good to you for a little while, and you're going to get another stab. So many little betrayals. So I think I'd rather get them all at once myself, but everyone's different. Okay. Now, so that's what you're coming out of. You're healing from that, Cancer. That's good. Now, the person that you have your eye on, they have the 10 of Pentacles. That's the most Pentacles you can have out of the whole deck. It shows stability in the family. It shows having the means to have a successful, happy life. Okay. So it's a really good card, and that's representing the energies of the person that you have your infatuation on. Okay, now the both of you, when you come together, you do have the Ace of Wands. However, it's in the reverse. And this is like the Passion card when it's in the upright. But because it came in the reverse, I'm wondering if maybe there was, because of this betrayal. We'll find out what's going on with that. That there might be some kind of conflict between the two of you. And that's why the Passion card is in the reverse. We'll find out. Well, we're going to be doing some clarification cards that will help us figure that out. Make sure I started the camera. Yeah. Okay. So the first energy I'm getting for Cancer, for your desire, is to balance this thing out. You know, whatever's going on, you're like, you know, I can try to do a tap dance and try to balance this thing out, whatever that is, whatever the problem is between your relationship. You know, you're willing to do whatever it takes to, you know, to keep things up in the air balancing. It's kind of like a lot of work. It seems like that's what you're doing. Okay, they're doing the same thing. Basically, they're doing the Nine of Swords. They're holding on as tight as they can to this relationship. So something happened that caused this betrayal to Cancer, right? So, you know, it might have been this person here that did it, right? Okay, so the block for Cancer is the Temperance card. Now that could be a Sagittarius person. Temperance is a major arcana, so it's like an angel looking over your shoulder when it's in the upright, being guided. Cancer, you have like they're looking over your shoulder. It is in your block position, so they may be holding you back from doing certain things, kind of keeping you calm and temperate, so that you don't do something that isn't for your overall good. If that makes any sense. Okay, so that, you know, they're kind of keeping you where you're able to handle the situation. Okay. Now, I'm going to look at your partner's blocks, and the blocks are communication. Okay, being able to know what they want and being direct in their communication, being able to communicate exactly what it is you're trying to get from them. I feel like there's some kind of communication. Maybe Spirit just told me it was secrets. Okay. They have their back, how can I say this or show it? They have their back to you in a sense that, you know, like you're on this side of, all your cards are on this side, and all their cards are on this side, and they have their back to your information over here. So it's like they weren't telling you something, okay? They were keeping something from you. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So that's their block, is that they were hiding something. We're going to do clarifications on it, though. Now, the outcome for you, Cancer, is the Magician. It's in the reverse, so you're not able to really get to the bottom of things, is what I was just given. Like, you're not able to get to the bottom of things that you want to get to find out what's going on with this person. Why you had to go through this pain. You're not able to use your manifestation to manifest this person, to bring out this information. You don't understand why it had to happen. You're trying to get answers. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Now they have on their side, for their outcome, they have the Fool card. They are facing themselves, the communication. So they're thinking, yeah, they're facing each other. The Fool and the communication card is facing each other on their side. So they're willing to, I can't say almost, they're willing to you know, make the leap of telling you everything is what I'm getting. Okay, so they're willing to tell you everything. They're going to take that chance. They don't want to lose you. Don't want to lose you. They're holding on tight. They do not want to lose you. So they're going to take that leap to tell you the truth because that's what you're wanting. Okay. All right, so let's do some clarifications on our Cancer love reading. Okay, I'm going to do this nasty Ten of Swords first for Cancer. In the reverse, thank God. It's always nice when things are behind us and we're healing from them. Okay. Why is the Ten of Swords here for Cancer? In the reverse. I'm trying to jump out. Why is the Ten of Swords here for Cancer? Okay, hang on. I got the card that's up in the air here. I do have this other one I'm going to put down. It is a soulmate that you're dealing with, Cancer. It's a soulmate. Okay, so what's going on here? Right when I said it's a soulmate you're dealing with, I almost think it's the soulmate that they were dealing with. And I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings here, and I want to make sure that that's accurate. So you are in pain. You're in pain, right? You're coming out of it. And you weren't even thinking about moving on from this person. You had no reason to believe that there was a reason to look for a different type of path, right? You were happy with this person. You didn't think that there was any reason to try to fight anyone off in this person's life or in your life. Like there was a third party. You didn't think that you had to do anything, right? You weren't aware of it is what I'm getting. You were surprised by this. These were all 10, I think, stabbed at one time. Now this soulmate card, I normally, well, I do pull 3 and that was the third one, so it does go here. So you didn't think that there was a soulmate you were dealing with here. And what I mean by that, this could be your partner met up with somebody that they clicked with and was a soulmate. They had some kind of, as a contract or something that they had to work out. You know, this relationship could be over now. They could have served the purpose of whatever it is to strengthen the two of you and your relationship, if that makes any sense. Usually we're given trials because we need to know how to deal with the fallouts. The fallouts being if your partner cheats on you, oh, everybody in America just gets a divorce and that's that. And we move on to the next guy or the next woman and he better treat me right or I'm going to get a divorce from that one. And we, you know, instead of working on ourselves and trying to figure out what's going on, you know, was it this person's fault they ran into somebody that was possibly a soulmate? No, it wasn't their fault. I mean, you can't just go out and dig up a soulmate. Anyway, I'm thinking that's what happened here, is that this person. So I'm not trying to get your person off the hook. I'm not sticking up for them. But that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to look at your partner with the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, this person could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. Very good provider, very good worker. Very good with finances. Very good with family, you know, taking care of family. This person may have just stepped out, you know, just once or twice. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting a long-term thing here. Okay. What's going on with the 10 of Pentacles with Cancer's significant other or flame? So they were indulging. Okay, so they have the Ten of Pentacles. That tells you that they were an earth sign, which is the Capricorn, the Taurus, or the Virgo. And they were indulging. Okay, so the Nine of Cups stands for getting all your dreams come true, and it could mean that. But in this particular situation, it's showing me that they were indulging with, you know, things that they weren't supposed to do. Now there is the World card here, meaning that and I don't even want to say it, but that's what came to me, meaning that they're not done indulging in things that they're not supposed to indulge in. It doesn't have to mean a woman or a man. It could mean recreational drugs. It could mean they're not done doing things where they keep things behind you. Let me see this a little better. Okay, they're not done keeping things from you and doing things behind your back that maybe you don't know of, that they don't communicate. Because the World card is in reverse, and it's telling me that the cycle hasn't ended. This thing has not completed yet. Now, once the two of you communicate and you guys make up, that could turn this card, and I'm showing it here. You got the Wheel of Fortune, so it is going to work out. Okay, it will turn this way. But this person you want the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help us God. And they're willing to do it. They've got the Fool card there. They're ready to jump in and tell you now, okay, what happened. And I believe that you should believe everything they say, because it looks like they're going to be really honest with you. This is showing me that the cycle hasn't ended, because they haven't really told you everything. Although, if they tell you everything, and then this card came up this way, I would say, you know, maybe they're not done doing things. It doesn't have to be that they're going out on you or whatever, anything like that with another, you know, person, man or woman. It could just mean that they'll continue to keep little secrets from you that will agitate you. You do have the Wheel of Fortune here for them, so you know they are on the up and up. They're trying to be good. Okay, they're not trying to hurt you or deceive you or cause you pain, and they don't want you to leave. Okay. Now, between the two of you, like I said, the Ace of Wands is in reverse right now because you're going through this difficulty. So, I keep seeing people pop in my station and then they leave. It's like, oh, I'm the only person here, and then they leave. So, well, I don't invite anyone in by putting it up an hour or two ahead of time saying I'm going to be coming at a certain time, so it doesn't really help me out that way. But I just like to pump them out when I can, so that, you know, because it takes forever to upload these things. My God, it can take 2 or 3 hours, and if your Wi-Fi is having problems, I've had it take 6 hours before to upload one video, but of course my video was like an hour long. That was very painful, to say the least. Okay, so between the two of you, Cancer, and your significant other, you have the Ace of Wands in reverse, so we're going to see why that is. We have an inkling why. Yeah, somebody's in hermit mode now. But the neat thing is, neither one of you want to walk away from the relationship. Okay, so it looks like you're going to get over this successfully, because you do have, your partner has the Wheel of Fortune, and you know, you have this the Ace of Pentacles here, starting over again. The relationship, like from brand new. Erase the past, clear the slate, do the forgiveness, and start over is what I'm getting. Okay, you go from the Ace of Wands, kind of being mad at each other, to kind of, you know, going into hermit mode, to process everything after while the communication's going on. And then you have you know, not walking away from each other, sticking around, staying in the relationship and working on it to make it last, you know, to make it solid and stay together. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so that's really awesome. Now we're going to look at the desire for Cancer. What is your desire? You have the Two of Pentacles here, and you are going left, right, to keep this thing up in the air, to keep things balanced, because Cancers are really sweet people. They They have big hearts, and they're very nurturing. I always, when I'm around a Cancer person, or somebody that has Cancer prominent in their chart, I always just feel so nurtured and loved. I can feel the love come from them. So they make you feel really good. So why are you balancing with all this work, Cancer? You've got these 2 pentacles. I'm feeling like you have to balance this. Emotions are high, too. Your emotions are really high, Cancer. They're going up and down. Sure, this is good. Yeah, it was a Tower moment, you know. It's over it. It's showing me that the 10 of Swords is in the reverse, right? The pain. And it's also showing me that you did go through a Tower. It was a surprise, a shock. It crumbled everything. You guys are starting over, you and your relationship. You and your significant other or your fling. God, I wish I could stop saying fling. You and your significant other and your flame. That sounds better than fling. A fling is like a one-night stand, isn't it? Anyway, okay, so we're clarifying this, why you're doing all this balancing. And it's because you went through the Tower and you're trying to keep the relationship together so you can have a happy home life. You don't want to lose that, okay? This is kind of heading toward people that, you know, are living together or married. And you don't want to fight anymore over it. You want to let it go. So how awesome is that, to have a spouse or a significant other that, like a Cancer, that has the desire to let this go and they want to hold that family together. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's the way we all should be, right? Okay, so we're going to look at this person that you're with. And they have the 9 of Wands, that they're holding on tight to this relationship. They don't want to let it go. Don't want to let it go. They love you. So let's get some clarification on that. Spirit, give me a clarification on the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. Okay, so they were like, they had a lot of options. That, you know, they were hit with a lot of options of different things to do. So they might not have been thinking straight, because the 7 of Cups is, you know, it shows you that the person has a lot of options, like maybe in love affairs. It could also mean hobbies and things like that. But it's also what I'm getting for this particular reading, because this will come up different in everyone's reading, just about the meaning behind it. It does show options all the time, but what I'm getting is, it's like this person, you know, was in like what's the word for it? Disillusioned. They were in like fantasy world about, you know, like they forgot kind of about what they had, this family life or this beautiful Cancer person they were with, and then when they had a couple of different options come up, they just kind of went into fantasy land, and then they just got lost a little bit, is what I'm getting. Okay, they have the King of Wands here, you know. It's kind of, King of Wands is kind of all about passion and wanting what you want and getting what you want, and not really thinking about other people's feelings, just going after what you want. And then I'm showing that they want to come out of all of that chaos. They want to come out of hurting you and hurting themselves, okay? And they want to hold on to the relationship. So that's beautiful. Okay. So let's look at the blocks for you, Cancer. We got the Temperance here. You just got the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Your partner had it in the upright, describing them, that they were solid and they're kind of a good worker, and, you know, they could be Virgo, Capricorn, or Virgo, Capricorn, or what's the other one? Earth sign, Taurus. So yours is in the reverse, so you're feeling like, you know, things were falling apart, right? Because when you get it in the reverse, it's like, oh dear God, you know, family life is falling apart. And so there's a Libra here, or justice. So maybe you were thinking about divorce because justice is there. This is in your blocked area. You have the Temperance card, you know, like the angels coming around you. This is a Sagittarius card too. Your partner could have been Sagittarius. I'm getting more so that they were Earth sign though. They could have Sagittarius in their chart too. You know, you were feeling blocked. You were feeling blocked that you were going to have a family life that was kind of like torn apart maybe a little bit, because the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse can show that maybe you had some fear there that you weren't going to be able to move forward with this unit, with this partner, and it was going to shatter everything as the Tower. You were looking at that you couldn't stop this person from this addiction or this bad behavior from the devil there. That's also the Capricorn card, which coincides with the Earth sign that I was talking about, that this person probably is or has prominent in their chart. And then I do have the Libra card here. So you feel like it's not really pointing to Libra as much as it is you don't feel like you're getting justice in the situation, although you are holding it all in like a Cancer usually does because they want peace. You're holding it all in, although you don't feel like it was right. You don't feel like that you got justice, okay, in this situation. I mean, who would, right? But you're sweet enough and emotionally mature enough to be able to forgive this person and move on. Okay. And it's in your blocked area, so you're struggling with that. You're struggling with forgiving them, but you're going to do it. Okay, so then you have, in their side, they have the Queen of Wands, or excuse me, Queen of Swords for the communication. They're being blocked where they don't want to talk about it. You're asking them what happened, what's going on. They're like, I don't want to talk about it. You know, men kind of, if it's a man, usually a man. I shouldn't do gender roles. I know I do this though. Some they get amnesia, you know, when you the minute you mention another woman's name, all of a sudden they have amnesia. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. But you talk about anything else, a car, or anything in the world, and they can tell you every detail about it. But the minute you mention another woman's name, all of a sudden they forgot everything. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, honey. I'm confused. Hang on a second. It's kind of funny. It's funny until you're hurt, right? Yeah. I don't mean to make light of it. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is in the blocked position. I want to know why for your partner. The cards are jumping. I'm going to start taking them. Okay. This was a lesson, you know, like all things in life that happen are lessons, but this particular one is telling me this really was a lesson and it was meant to happen. This situation was meant to happen for both of you to learn a lesson from it. And it makes you a stronger individual, right? It makes you stronger emotionally, spiritually. So they're making a decision whether they should tell you the truth. They decide they're going to let go of holding back the information. Divinely guided. Major Arcana, kind of being forced by the universe to tell you. Then in their in the same position, the block position, that's where they had that Queen of Swords. So their outcome, or let's go back to your outcome here. Your outcome is the Magician in the reverse. So you're feeling like you can't get them to talk. You've asked for these things. You're trying to manifest some kind of sense out of everything. You want this relationship to stick around. You want things to go forward as it was. You both love each other. And you're frustrated because you feel like you can't manifest you can't manifest the answers. You get one more, two more cards. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So you're stalling. You're stalling on this. You want you're not going to move forward. It's like, you know, you're going to tell me what went on. or I'm not moving forward in this relationship. I'm not moving forward in this relationship. That's until I get all the details of what I want. You know, there's the single card woman. That's the Nine of Pentacles. You know, you're maybe threatened divorce, maybe, or you know, you might want to be single, away from this person, or mentioned it, but you are not moving away. You're not moving away from this person. Okay, you may have just mentioned that you could do that. You could get half the money or half the house or whatever it is that you're in a marriage. You get 50, you live in California, you get 50% of everything. Every state is completely different. Every country's different on that. But it looks like that's there for a reason. She's usually single all the time. Well, she is a single woman, you know, living on her own and doing well. And so, you know, but you don't want to do that. You're not running off to do that. So it looks like I said before, Cancer, leave it to Cancer to just pour out the love, pour out the forgiveness, pour out their heart. They open their heart space up and they transform hatred into love, is what they do. They do it really well. Very painfully for some than others, but okay. So, and then the outcome for your partner is they decide to go forward with telling you everything. Remember I told you it was facing the Queen of Swords. So they're going to take that leap and tell you. Okay, hoping that you don't run off. Hoping that it doesn't even upset you more. So let's look at that. They don't want to fight with you. They want to get along with you. They want a brand new start. They want you to forgive them for everything, and they want a brand new start. They do have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright in their favor right now. So they're lucky because I think you're going to forgive everything because they're in a really good position to be lucky right now. Okay, so what's this full card here? Outcome for your partner. Leap of faith. Yeah, I got their tail between their legs, but they're coming towards you to tell you everything. He or she. Oh, the love card there. They're telling you how much they love you and how much they want to work on the relationship. Oh my God, I'm going to start crying. They have, you know, the Fool card, taking that leap of faith because you've asked them for it, so they're going to do it for you. Then I got, you know, it's like coming forward knowing that you effed up or that you didn't do right. You didn't do something right. And you're fessing up to it. You're admitting it, is what that card's telling me. And then the love card came out. The Gemini card came out. They're telling you how much they love you. And they know the two of you belong together. Okay. This also, just because I just said that, it also reflects on this soulmate down here. So I don't know, you know, I mean, I like the story the other way. There's two ways to tell this story. They're telling you how much they love you, they messed up, and they want to work on the relationship. Okay. Then very few other people will get them to tell you that they messed up. They thought that they... I don't think that's right. That doesn't sound right to me now. They took another lover. It's just not playing out the same. So it's the first way I said it. It doesn't play out. The story doesn't play out right, so it's not right. So what I said the first time is correct. They fess up. They tell you they messed up. And then they tell you that they're still very much in love with you. You're the only one and they want to be with you. And they're working on the relationship. And then that's how the two of you stay together. And Cancer, being the person that you are, being so forgiving and loving, you know, they're lucky. Okay? Well, that was your reading, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do like, share, and subscribe if you can. I'd really appreciate it. Take care. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.